Just started recording.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Welcome to the Sorry It's Late podcast. I am Chinchy. Here I have with me is Universe
Hi.
and Badbin.
Yo.
Some of the things we're going to talk about are our craziest stories for this one, and
And?
Violence is deafening.
Oh, I thought my internet cut out for a second.
Our craziest stories. Stories? It's late. Literally.
Yeah, like 1 a.m.
We're gonna
late.
talk.
no, sorry, it's late.
We're gonna be talking about our
Wait,
craziest
that's the name
stories.
of the
and-
podcast.
We're gonna be talking about our craziest stories and our pets.
Alright, so, who wants to go first with the craziest stories?
I have
I'll
a
go
couple of
first.
crazy stories, but I want you guys to go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
I don't really have any, so.
Come on.
Alright, who's going first?
Badbin, you go first.
Okay. So it was November. The date was November 14th. Yeah, November 14th, 2019. I told my mom I was going to stay for the after-school wrestling program, and then she's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I decided to stay for the after-school wrestling program. I was with a couple of buddies. And then I got sidetracked by some other things during the program, so I wouldn't participate in those. Then me and my buddies went out to go and eat. And we were just talking and stuff. And when I checked the time, it was 7 o'clock, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get home. So I go to the bus stop to wait for my bus. I get on the bus, and then I realized something was wrong. So I looked at the bus route, and it says I was going to the east side, which was far from where I lived at the time. I was just sitting there thinking, like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. And so I go through the whole route so I can get back to the other bus terminal. It took me to the bus terminal on the south side of the city, which was just starting to close because it was like around 8:30 when I got off.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was a long night. So I get on the number 15, which is the bus that goes towards my school again. When I arrive at my school around 30 minutes later, that's when the buses went out of service around 9. So I was pretty much in a tough position right there.
So did you have to, like, walk home or something? What happened?
I freaked out and called my mom.
Oh.
Like, actually screaming because I was freaking out.
I need an adult.
So I decided to go home. I decided to walk the route I know. And then I got lost, and then I start freaking out. And I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I call my mom again, and she tells me to go one path, so I go that one path she tells me to go, and then I get lost again, and then she's like, for fuck's sakes, and then like 10 minutes later, she comes speeding up towards me, and then I get in the car, and then the ride is just silent the rest of the way. And then as we're going home, she goes a different way, and we pull into a McDonald's because I haven't eaten since lunch that day.
Makes sense.
And then when we get home, I go into my room, I start eating. I noticed something was peeking at me from the closet door, which was my dog. But I was wrong, it wasn't my dog, it was my dad's.
What?
And then when I lifted, yeah, my dad's dog was in my closet.
Fuck.
And then when I opened the closet door, she fucking gave birth to her puppies in my closet.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's like 7 of them I counted.
Jesus Christ.
It was
Was it like bloody and shit, or?
No, not really.
What?
I think most of the, I think that one of the towels in there soaked up most of it.
Oh.
Ew.
4 of them ended up didn't make it, and only 3 did.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
really
kinda
is.
sad.
But yeah, that's one of the crazy stories from 2019. The other one was from 2021, when I was just graduating high school. So, me and a buddy, me and a buddy and a former friend were just waiting for our turn in graduation line. And one of my buddies just decides to rip one. And then everybody looked at the guy who I used to be friends with, and then everybody's just staring at him the whole entire ceremony.
Oh wait, are you talking about the same guy who had announced his farts?
Yep.
Oh, him.
Everybody was just awkwardly silent during the ceremony as they were calling our names. And then when I went up on the stage, I had to smile for the picture, and I did. And then after the picture was taken, my smile faded. I don't know what
Just
to
Just
do.
like
Instantly gone.
shit. Just smells like shit. In
I
the
was
fucking
not.
crowd.
I was not having a good day that day. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really was. The crowd could fucking smell it probably.
And then my mom was not too happy either.
Great.
And then after we leave the school, I start gasping for air, like fresh air. And I ended up almost
Just
making
fucking
myself black out.
suffocating.
Yeah, I was holding in my breath most of the time. Just taking little breaths here and there.
You must have held the world record then.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was like...
You said that was at your graduation?
Yeah, my graduation.
Bro, he probably just took his fucking cap and gown, just put it over his mouth. He's like, fuck. Fucking reeks of
Homemade
shit
respirator.
in here.
And then when I got outside, I was like gasped for air. I ended up throwing up all over my mom's car.
Like a
Oh,
fucking gas
that
mask
sucks.
of World War II.
Yeah, those are the 2 stories I have for now. What? What?
What did you say?
Gas mask of World War
I
II.
said a gas mask. He probably put his fucking cap and gown over his mouth like a gas mask from fucking World War II.
Wait, don't you mean World War One?
Is it World War One? I don't know.
Yeah, it
bro.
was World War One.
World War One was like the a lot of mustard gas, so yeah, gas masks were extremely common then.
How does this
Bro.
go from craziest stories to World War One?
I don't know.
That guy's farts is just fucking broccoli, broccoli gas, not mustard gas.
It tasted like fucking. What's that? Discontinued yogurt.
Ew.
You could taste it.
I
But
wouldn't
yeah,
huh?
these stories were years ago. This is the best I can remember them.
I do have this one story, but it's like it's not long like yours, so
Mine were 2 separate ones, just from 2 separate years.
So I used to live in Alaska when I was a child, and I really liked to play outside, but I fucking hate spiders, and I hated them a lot more back then. And I was about to come inside from playing around and everything, and I felt something fuzzy on the doorknob. And it's a miracle that it didn't bite me, because if it did, I probably would have died.
Jeez.
It was a giant fucking spider, and cottonwood something. They're like venomous, not venomous, poisonous, and I could have had a very real chance of getting bit if I didn't move my hand.
Damn.
Yeah, that's like the craziest thing I can think of right now.
It was on the doorknob?
On the doorknob. Or around
Was it, like,
it.
under?
Huh?
Like, was it around, like, the little part where, you know how when you turn the knob, like a little turning mechanism?
You know, like the base of the doorknob.
Yeah, that's where you grab it.
Uh, yeah, just like the part that's on the door that holds the doorknob.
Oh, the little holder
Yeah,
thing.
I felt my hand brush against it, and like because I didn't pay attention, I wasn't looking, so I went ahead and moved my fingers around, and
Ooh.
technically I did grab it.
Ew! I would have screamed.
I screamed. I ran into the garage and went, "Mom, Dad, there's a giant fucking spider on the door."
Ugh.
Your parents.
Like a fucking baby.
Your
uh,
parents were probably
I
like, I
had,
don't want to deal
I
with
had
that
a similar
either.
experience to that. I
that's
had like I've been like when I was younger, um, my my grandpa owned a fucking like a RV or a motorhome or whatever the fuck, and so me and my dad used to go out there a lot. Like he had owned like a walnut ranch and shit, and I was like messing around because he had a bunch of like barns and shit, and I was trying to open that fucking thing, and I reach under the fucking handle, and there was a fucking bee nest underneath the
ugh.
handle,
Ooh.
and it stung me on the fucking finger, like right on the tip of my fucking finger. It absolutely fucking sucked. Um,
Fucking hate bees.
for real, bees fucking suck.
Wasps are worst.
Oh my
Wasps are
fucking god.
fucking terrible.
Uh, so talking about wasps a little bit on a little off topic, but wasps love to live in my backyard, and somehow one decided to come into my house without anyone knowing. My mom is allergic to bees and wasps of any kind, and uh my dog, his name is Tank. He's like this little he he's like a crossbreed between a Yorkie and a Shih Tzu,
Ooh.
and uh he I don't think he got stung, but he got hurt somehow, and then all of a sudden, while me, my mom, and my dad were checking Tank out, seeing if he was okay, this fucking wasp went ahead and flew straight out of his fur, like as if
Ooh.
it just spawned in.
Ooh.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
I couldn't. I don't like wasps or bees every time. It could be a fucking recording of one, like the little fucking like the sound, and I'll still flinch.
if it's the
I
sound, I feel
hate
my
fucking
spine
bees.
tingle.
Exactly. You like feel your fucking neck, like goosebumps on your fucking neck.
Literally.
It's terrible. But they
Anyway,
are fucking they're good for the fucking environment and shit, but
they're
fuck.
lucky I don't kill them all because they make honey, and I
For
like
real,
honey.
fuck. Oh, peanut butter and honey sandwiches.
For
Oh,
real.
those used to be fucking the best growing up. Like, um, I have a story of when I was younger, I got bit by another thing, surprisingly. Um, but when I was younger, I was big into like dirt bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would like pretty much ride every day. This leads with another story. I'm gonna tell this first story first, but when I was younger, I was riding my dirt bike. This is not the bite story, but I was riding my dirt bike, and we used to have this old tractor in our yard. And I guess it rained one day because there's this big ass like tire, like tractor sized tire fucking indent in the dirt. And I was riding my dirt bike, and the front wheel got stuck in it. I flipped over the handlebars, the bike with me, and the bike goes like pinned on my fucking leg. And this was at the time I was probably like six or seven maybe.
Oh.
And yeah, that was not it was not fun. But the best part was because we had like my dad had a pretty big property at that time, so even if I was yelling, which I was yelling for him. He could not fucking hear me. So I got the thing off probably after like 20 minutes of trying to get it off me. And then I walked it up to the house. I fucking came inside. I said, "Hey dad, I just crossed the dirt bike for the first time. Ow." It's just fucking like and then I had another one. This is the actual bite story I was talking about. Um so when I was younger, like I said, I used to ride dirt bikes a lot. And I guess one day I decided to leave my glove in our field and
Why?
I don't know, man. I was just fucking I was a little kid. I didn't want to bring it back, I guess I was just a fucking
I'll
lazy
just
piece
leave
of
this
shit or
here.
something. Yeah, but like I left it there and then like probably 3, 4 days later, I think I picked it up to go fucking ride. And when I was riding, I was like riding like hours on end. And so when I was riding, usually when you have dirt bike gloves, like I don't know if you either of you guys have had dirt bikes or like dirt bike gloves or you just worn them, but they pinch you sometimes. So when I was riding, I felt a pinch on my like knuckle, like my pinky knuckle, and I was like, just part of the gloves. And then I okay, when I was done riding, I took the glove off and I was looking at my pinky because it was still hurting and it was like all red. Like what the hell? Like mm,
Oh, did you get a
I don't know what.
blister?
No, blisters are easy, but no. And I went inside and I was just like, my whole body was just aching from fucking like just pain, pure pain. And I was like,
Ooh.
why the fuck is my body aching so much? So I went back outside to my glove and I was looking inside my glove like what the fuck just poked me? Like what is that? And out of the glove comes a smashed Black Widow.
Ugh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Ugh!
Yeah.
What the
I got bit
fuck?
by a Black Widow inside of my dirt bike glove. And so later that night, like I was just trying to like chill, but my whole body was in pain. And my dad was like, "Oh, why don't you just go take a bath? Like maybe your body's just aching." I was like, "There's a fucking spider in there. Like, what do you mean?" Like I just got bit by a Black Widow,
Walk it
like one
off.
of the most dangerous fucking spiders in the fucking North America. And he's like, "No, you're good. Just walk it off." I was like, "All right, fuck." And then I was like, my mom. He was complaining to my mom because I was like literally crying because of how much it hurt. And she drove over to my dad's house and took me to the ER where they drew blood. They confirmed that it was a spider bite, and then they had me stay in the hospital overnight. And
Hmm.
yeah, all I can remember from that night is just waking up like every fucking probably like every 30 minutes to go pee. But yeah,
Damn.
that's one of my bite stories. I have a lot more, but um, you guys have any other stories?
I don't
Um,
have anything crazy.
I could tell the story about my head injury from 2020.
Wait, you're what?
I told Marcano a story once about my head injury for like a couple months ago. Remember that?
Mm, how long
Like,
ago
remember
was
when I
this?
told 2020? Remember I told you I hit my head really hard?
Vaguely. I slept since then, so I'm sorry that I kind of forgot.
So back in 2020, when this was like pre-COVID, so around January, I was walking home from school because my mom wasn't able to pick me up. When I was walking, I saw should I just do a time skip or should I just say the whole thing, all the things I saw when
No,
I
go
was
for it.
walking home? So I saw like a your usual city business and stuff like that. There is this is part of the story, by the way. There was this guy in a shopping cart. He was bald, had no shirt, and only sweatpants on. He was asking me for some change.
Did he?
Yeah, he asked me for change. And I was like, okay. And next thing you know, he started making this motorbike noise and then ran into a brick wall and then got up and did it again.
What the fuck?
And he's like, this is all the Prime Minister's fault. And then he runs into the shopping cart and his fucking pants came off.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, okay. And then I start running because I was scared. I was like 16 at the time. This was before my. Anyways, so I'm walking home. That's when my mom starts driving. Like, my mom just drove by, pulling into the garage here. I slip. I remember slipping and I hit my head.
Mm.
And then when I got up and went walking on my house, my mom screamed. And then she's pointing at me, like saying there's blood dripping on my forehead. And then when I look, there was. And so I decided to go outside to get some ice so I could see if I could stop the bleeding. And that's when I blacked out.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
And then, according to my parents, I woke up 2 days later in the hospital.
Oh, yeah, now I remember it.
Yeah, I was in the hospital for about a day or two after that. Yeah, I hit my head that hard.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's Canada for you. The ice is bad. Reminds me of that one time I almost crashed my uncle's truck
Oh, fuck.
because of the fucking icy road. I did a
Yeah,
360
if it's anything
and
that you guys have, it's ice, and ice sucks.
Oh,
ice does suck.
that reminds me of something that happened to me. So I told you about this Badman a while ago. I know that because I remember it. All right. I I was I was walking out the bus because when I lived up in Alaska, I took the bus to school, and it was dark and it was icy as fuck. And like so much so it might as well have been a snow day because it was horrible. The bus slid on the road a couple times. Not only that, but when I got out of the bus towards the front entrance to my school, I fell backward and hit my head on the concrete.
Oh,
Uh, it wasn't too bad though because my backpack saved me, thank God. Uh, However, my leg bent the other way, and I don't mean like it didn't break, but it was like very fucking painful. And I do remember this. I felt a little light, and I couldn't see clearly for like several seconds. And then I had to continue the school day like normal because I was absent too many times.
Damn.
Yeah, that's really all I got.
Well, I mean, I got a short story about biting. Another bite.
how many times did you get bit?
A lot.
Bugs must love you.
It's not even bugs, man. It's just that one. But, funny enough, for all the crazy things I've done and experienced, I've never, ever in my life broken a bone. I've never broken a bone.
Neither
And
have
so this bite involves me at my friend's house and his dog. So my friend, like I said, this is always at my dad's house because that's where I spent most of my time as a kid. Um, my friend was like one of those people, like they were all like super country, and they always had a German Shepherd, which is he was a really sweet dog. His name was Axel. He was a fucking sweet dog. And they decided to get another one, which apparently was a retired police dog. And this dog, like, I was trying to be nice to it, but that thing was mean. Like, every once in a while, like, it would, like, try and bite at us when we were, like, riding skateboards or riding our bikes. It actually tried to bite me when I was on my bike riding down his hill, and I got my shoelaces fucking caught in the, like, in the actual bike chain. But there was this one time where I was at his house, and he had a tire swing on the side of his house. So he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go inside and get a snack real quick." I was like, "All right, I'll be out here on the tire swing. I'm gonna be, you know." And then I was sitting out there, I was swinging. Along comes this fucking dog, and jumps up when I'm on like the peak of height going forward. Jumps up and bites on my leg, like right on my calf, and
Ooh.
like tears me off this fucking swing. And so he's biting down, and then he goes for the other leg right as the adults, that's what we called them, like right as his parents um walked out, and they're like telling him to stop and dragging him off me. But yeah, I got bit by German Shepherd on both of my calves when I was younger.
that sucks.
It
It
really
does. It
does.
hurt like a son of a bitch. And that's not even the worst part. The inside, like inside the house, because his my friend's mom was a nurse, they had to put fucking like rubbing alcohol on it to fucking disinfect it. That shit hurted.
Oh god.
Yeah. Um but yeah, that's another bite story. Um and then I have another one if you guys are wanting to continue.
I
Um
mean, seems like you're fueling the topic like solely with all your stories, so I guess
I
one
have a
more can
lot.
do.
Yeah, I have a lot of crazy stories. So this one's not even a bite. It's more like a sting. And I think I've told you guys this story before, but there was this one time where my family went to the beach. We went down to Southern California. I think it's Huntington Beach, or it might have not been Huntington Beach. It was some other beach down there. But we got there and it was hella windy, and we were walking, like carrying our stuff down to the beach, and my stepdad says, "Hey, I wonder what that flag means." Like, 'cause there's always like flags on top of the lifeguard tower. And so I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "I'll probably look it up later." So we got down to the beach. My little siblings are playing in the water and stuff, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna jump in the water."
But
So getting bored already.
no, sorry, it's like 1:30 a.m.
um,
I'm not
but
bored. I'm sorry.
it's okay. Um, but I said, "Fuck it, let's go down to the beach." I went in the water, and I was like kind of just standing up to my waist height. I was like, "All right." It's pretty cold in here and there's a lot of seaweed, so I was like, I'm probably just gonna go back. So I was walking back to the beach and I felt something hit my foot. Like it felt like a piece of coral just hitting the side of my foot. And I came out of the water and I was looking at my foot because it was really hurting. I was like, what the hell was that? And I swear I saw something like gushing from my foot. And I was like really in pain. So my parents took me over to the lifeguard station and said, hey, like a piece of coral just hit his foot. Um, but we're not sure like what happened or what it is. They're like, oh yeah, your son got stung by a stingray.
Oh.
Apparently, that blue flag means it's stingray mating season.
What the fuck?
And I and there was like they told us that there was about 50 guys that day that got stung. It was like at the time of the day, it was only like 2 o'clock. 50 guys only in that fucking day. And the way they reduced the pain, which actually like surprisingly enough, it seems like it would hurt, but it felt so good. They take boiling water from a fucking kettle and they poured it in like a Tupperware and they put your foot in it. But it felt so good. Apparently like that pain like from getting stung by a stingray usually lasts like they said up to 8 hours. But if you put it in the in like boiling water, it can reduce it up to like 45 minutes. And yeah, that's how I got stung by a stingray.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. If I was stung by a stingray and didn't know how boiling water would help it, I would just scream like "kill me" like for 8 hours straight.
For real, it fucking hurt. That was probably the worst pain I ever felt. Like worse than the spider bite.
Aren't
But
stingrays venomous?
yeah, they are.
Ugh.
Oh
Like
wait,
it
they
wasn't
are?
this. I'm pretty sure.
Hold
I don't
on,
think they actually.
I
I
can
think there
Google it right
are.
now.
Yeah, go for it. I think there are types of stingrays that are venomous. Um, and then like I'm pretty sure like other types of stingrays have their own ways of.
Stingrays contain venom in spines located on the back of their tail. Injuries
Yep,
usually occur when a person steps on a stingray, so you probably stepped on one.
I didn't feel one like being like I didn't feel like I stepped on one
I know for a fact
unless they're
that,
like
huh?
like the actual texture of sand, but
I know for a fact that they like to sometimes hide under sand.
uh
That or I could be thinking about some other kind of fish.
no, I think stingrays do hide under sand, yeah.
Okay, you know what? I need to fact check myself again.
But yeah,
Many
I was
stingray
stung. We'll go over it.
Alright, many stingrays bury themselves in the sand to remain hidden from potential predators while they rest or digest their food.
Christ.
So the stingray you more than likely probably like stepped on was like in between fuck sessions and then you just stepped on him and ruined his day.
I ruined his fucking fuck session. Fuck. Can't believe I did that to the homie. Have you guys ever been bitten by like any crazy shit or
No.
I
no?
got stung multiple times by a wasp this past summer.
Hmm.
All in the thumb, by the way, the same spot. Oh
Ouch.
no.
Have you seen that one guy, Coyote Peterson?
Oh, wait.
That's
Wasn't
the
he
guy
the?
that like goes around. He goes around and like does the pain index for like stings and bites and shit.
Didn't he also go ahead and Didn't he also go ahead and like hold a frog and say, "Don't you realize you have been captured?" And then the frog was silent and just screamed.
Yeah. And then just the fucking moan.
Yeah.
I think that is him, yeah. But he goes around and he lets like things sting him. Like he did a oh, one of my favorites was the lionfish because those are supposed to be like really painful. And he got fucking stung by a lionfish. But there was another one. What Badman was saying is like bees. He did a face mask full of bees, and they all just like stung his lips.
Uh.
Ah! Ah!
Yeah,
Uh.
and his lips were fucking like swelling up and shit.
I bet they were swelled more than the fucking lips on a Kardashian.
For real, fuck.
Did they have a bunch of little stingers in it?
I don't know. I didn't look at that close to it, but I was. It's just fucking. It's cool that he just goes around and fucking just gets stung by shit.
All
But
right.
yeah,
So, should we move on to a different topic? We've been speaking for almost 40 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, time flies.
I mean, if you guys don't have any more crazy stories, I have a couple more, but I don't have any more bite stories, but I have those stories that I've told you before.
I assume
The
one of them is the pool story.
yes,
You know what?
yes, the pool story
Tell the pool story to
to our
tell the
one
pool.
viewer.
Yeah, our one
um,
viewer.
my mom. So um, so there was. I used to work at like a water park, and at the water park, obviously I was a lifeguard. Um, but at the water park, we would always get like people drinking and stuff like that. Um, so there was these two ladies. They were kind of like older. One was like in her 40s slash 50s, like maybe late 40s, early 50s, and the other one was like 60s and 70s. And I'm assuming they were related,
Wasn't there a
but
third?
no, I don't think
Oh,
so.
I guess I'm
There's just the two.
schizo.
Yeah, I think you should get them. Um, but um, the two ladies were like drinking all day, and I didn't really notice them until like kind of the end of the day. Because usually at that water park, we would close the lazy river at 5, and then keep the water park open until like 7. Um, but at 5, we closed it, and I started noticing them because they came over to us, to all the lifeguards, are like saying, "Oh, you're doing great at your job," and um, "Oh, you're really cute." And one of my friends had like big, like an afro type hair, and she's like, he was telling me that she was trying to come over to him and like grab his hair. I was like, that's kind of weird. And then so they came over to us and they were like, "Oh, he's really cute. You're really cute." Like, I don't know if they were talking to me or the guy that was behind me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But um, when I was working on top of the slides, they came up. Um, just the one lady, like the younger, like 40s to 50s woman, and she was coming up the stairs, and there's a bucket up there that you can like pour on people. So I poured water on her. More of an act to try and get her to go away, but she didn't take it that way because the water went more towards her bikini.
Oh no.
And
Oh.
she she looked up at me and with a malicious fucking smile tried pulling down her top to show me her tits.
Oh no.
And at the same time as she was doing that, I realized didn't want to see that, and I turned my head and walked away. And but like that, like if she would have showed me that and I would have seen that, I would have been freaked out but okay with it. Now here's the weird part. The other woman,
The
the
older one?
60s to 70s woman, yeah. She was coming up to the slide and she had another woman with her that wasn't the 40s to 50s woman. And she's coming up the slide and she says, "Oh, hi," to me. And I was thinking she was gonna be normal, like not like trying to show me her tits. And so she comes up, she says, "Hi, how's your day?" I was like, "Oh, good." And then, oh, um, fuck, I forgot. um, oh, I forgot what she said first.
Uh, I remember some of this. She went up to the slide, and then right before she would go through, she turned around and said something like, "I've been a bad girl, haven't I?"
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was because she. Oh, I remember. She asked me. She's like, "Can we go down head first?" I was kind of thinking like, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. He's kind of old." And I said, "No, sorry, we can't allow that." And she said, "Oh, I've been a bad girl, haven't I?" And I didn't know how to respond to that, and so I said, "Sure."
Oh
And
no.
she said,
Oh
she
god.
said, she said, "What are you gonna do about it?" And I just said, "Well, you can go down the slide, I guess." I, I didn't know how else to fucking respond. So, yeah, that's my scarring story of the place I used to work at. Uh,
Great story to top off the topic there.
all right, what are we moving on to?
Uh, well, we have a big fucking list here.
Big
Yeah,
ass list.
we prepared for this for a couple days now, at least a week, right?
Yeah,
This is
ever
like a
since the
week's worth.
6th.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been talking about it for a while now to start a podcast, so
Let's
Yeah.
start favorite video games.
yeah, favorite video games.
Oh my fucking god.
There's gonna be a whole fucking list.
Yeah, this is gonna be like 2 hours long.
Me and
So,
Universe have a really good game that we would like to talk about.
uh,
Oh god.
well, we have like two, and they're both on Roblox.
And then there's
Let me
another one
guess.
we
One
played
of
on
them's
Steam.
Regretivator, and one of them's
Pressure.
Pressure.
Doors. Oh,
Uh, Pressure's like Doors, but I think it improves upon what Doors started off with.
hmm.
It also adds its own thing at the end too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Space Marine 2.
Oh my
Oh.
fucking god, I love that game.
I've heard about that one. I've never I've seen clips from it, but I haven't played it.
When you first launch the game, you are greeted by the title screen, of course,
Huh.
and a cutscene. And then the cutscene just goes off into the first mission.
What's the story on that about? Like, what's
It
is
continues from Space Marine 1.
Um,
I've I've never
so
played Space Marine 1.
there
You are playing as a Space Marine.
you're playing as John Warhammer, and you're supposed to get all 40,000 Warhammers so you can be the Warhammer.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, in reality, it's this guy named Demetrian Titus. It follows his story. Uh, Space Marine 1 was it was a game that took place on this world called Gaia,
Hmm.
and uh the Space Marines were sent in to stop a bunch of orcs from taking over the world. And like after a little while, suddenly uh Chinchi, you know about chaos, right? Or no?
No.
Okay. Evil Space Marines.
Hmm.
Space Marines, but they worship Satan
Oh,
and
they sound
three
cool.
other Satans, depending on who they like. Uh Titus went ahead and killed this guy who was trying to take the world for one of the Chaos Gods, or all of them. I think I don't entirely remember. It's been a couple months since I played Space Marine 1, but so there's this thing called the warp. It's like
Hmm.
it's like basically, you know how everything in our realm is like material.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw that shit out the window when it comes to the warp, because that's not what the warp is. It's like space hell. Basically the best I can put it. And it has an effect on the physical world, and it usually would on anything that is exposed to it.
Hmm.
So like Titus, he has this weird resistance of the warp. So his fellow space marines accused him of well, one of his fellow space marines accused him of having unholy assistants, quote unquote.
Hmm.
And in Space Marine 2, it continues about like a century later, uh, where Titus goes ahead and joins the Space Marines again.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm bad at explaining it, but
This
it.
sounds a lot. I'm gonna sound so uncultured when I say this,
Go ahead.
but this sounds a lot like the Fallout TV show.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But then again, I'm giving you like a abridged in a nutshell. That's also abridged in a nutshell.
There's also a few other games too.
Regretivator and Pressure. We talked about those. We didn't properly speak on Regretivator though.
Regretivator is a game where you stand in an elevator and stare at your favorite characters while
Yeah,
going between various floors.
for like 2 to 3 minutes at a time, like a mini game.
What?
Hmm.
Every floor has a surprise. It could be death, it could be fun, or it could be just straight up scary sometimes.
Yeah, it's something.
And there's a lot of funny there's a lot of funny dialogue between each NPC.
There's like 6 writers, from what I saw in the credits.
They did a really good job at writing the NPCs' dialogues.
Oh yeah, and then the game's updated a lot, so that's actually why we play it so much, Chinchi, because it's actually updated like weekly or like every 10-ish days.
Hmm.
So like
It is current
huh?
it is currently October 11th, so tomorrow on the 12th there should be another update.
Yeah, tomorrow at 2 p.m. for me, that's when the next update comes out.
Hell yeah.
12 p.m. for me at lunch.
What are your favorite games, Chinchi?
Uh, fuck. I have a lot of favorite games like you guys, but Hmm.
I know,
I
I know
love the
one that we
Assassin's Creed franchise.
Oh
very
god.
good games.
I heard about their newest one that they're working on.
The which one's that?
Shadows, the one that takes place in Japan.
Oh yeah.
You play
Oh, that one's
as
gonna be
a
so sick.
samurai.
It
I really
looked
hope it's gonna be sick.
uh someone leaked like footage of it and the combat music was like fucking hip hop.
That's, I mean, as long as it's not like the hip hop I'm thinking of, then
No, it is.
oh okay.
Yeah, no, it is fucking ass. Uh
Well, surely there's like some kind of like change in music or something.
I mean, I hope they change it or they just scrap the game altogether because honestly, I will never play an Assassin's Creed game that is not historically accurate. Uh
Yes, that's
there
what I love about Assassin's Creed because I love Origins, I love Odyssey, um,
I
and then I love the old ones like Brotherhood and Black
Black
Flag.
Flag.
Black.
Yes.
Oh my god, Black Flag was amazing because I never played it personally, but I've always watched people play it. It looked
Hmm.
so fun to do.
I played Black Flag on the Xbox One.
Yes, I bought a pack on my Xbox One that had all the old Assassin's Creed games like inputted into it, and it was so good because that was like the first time I was playing the old ones, and before that, the only other Assassin's Creed game that I played was Origins.
You remember the hay dive where you would dive off of a building into
Yes, that's like a classic Assassin's Creed thing, where he jumps off like the like tallest tower and lands in a like bale of hay or fucking leaves or water or some shit. It's just so good.
Oh, I love old games.
Old games are just where it's at.
Like
Speaking of
Red
old
Dead
games,
Redemption.
I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 1. I played 2 a little bit, but
Red Dead
I love Red Dead 2.
Red Dead
Red
2
Dead
I haven't played it enough to actually like it, so but speaking of older games, this game's not that old, but still
Well,
it's one
hold,
of my
hold,
favorites.
hold on. A Badman wanted to
Okay,
say
okay.
something.
Go for it, sorry.
I was gonna say Red Dead Redemption 1 is releasing on PC on October 27th.
Didn't you say it
But
was like
it's seven,
$70?
70 fucking dollars just for the PC port.
Is
Yeah, it doesn't even
is
work.
that USD or Canadian?
Canadian.
Okay, so that
Well, that
should
might
be
be
like
like 60 or 50 for American.
yeah. I
Well,
can
still,
check right now. It's on Steam, right?
why would you
Should
charge
be.
over $60 for a 13-year-old game?
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
Money.
I like money.
Oh God.
uh,
Game prices are insane nowadays.
Yeah.
yeah.
Game
Red
prices
Dead
are insane.
Redemption is yeah. It's like $50.
I couldn't. For a 13-year-old game, that's insane.
I mean, the graphics still hold up. That's something that's good, but I mean, like,
The
not good
story as
enough.
well. Yeah,
Like
the
at least
story's
like
good though.
I mean, what did they release it as? It's like what was the releasing price? Do you remember?
The releasing price when Red Dead 1 first came out, I think, was like $60.
They
Yeah,
should
so
drop
nearly
it
full
more.
price.
Well,
Yeah,
I
my
mean
dad got
that's
it for the
60 Canadian,
360.
isn't it? Yeah, that's 60 Canadian, so that
60
was probably like
Canadian.
$40. So they fucking upped the price in the past 13 years.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah.
Prime Minister.
What
Let's
the
not
heck?
get political. At least
Yeah,
I
Let's
don't
not
think
get
so.
political.
Not at least not yet.
I
What do you guys
I
think of Joe Biden?
Sleepy
God.
Joe.
Sleepy
I will
Joe.
get a
Let's go,
little
Brandon.
political on this. Bro is tired. Go back to the fucking retirement home, man.
What did he
Those
say
fucking
again?
video. Go
America
ahead,
can
Brandon.
be described in one sentence.
It's
America can be described in one word. I should climb in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping.
You want to know? You want to know another good game?
What?
What?
That would be Lethal Company, which you can get only for $10.
Yes.
Oh my.
We've been playing fucking Lethal Company since it fucking came out. The mods
But
on that game are insane.
Dude, the casino mod. I got a
Yes.
I got a gold cup and just decided to keep on gambling it. Badman can attest to this. $2 million.
the
Jesus Christ.
the $2 million cup. If a
Lit-
hoarding bug took that, I know you would tear them apart.
I would literally fight
He
tooth and
would
nail.
he would stay until the fucking timer ran out just to fucking find that cup.
Yes. Here, Chinchy, I'll send you the screenshot.
Let me see.
Insert meme of that meme of Barnacle Boy saying something like he's holding up something in SpongeBob. I can't remember.
Holy
I don't
shit.
remember either.
The $2 million cup. I just want to insert a Barnacle Boy
Wow.
meme. The two
I
million dollar cup is legendary.
I will admit the cup is only worth as much as it is because I cheesed the save so many times. Loot
But
bugs
still,
love it, so do the baboon hawks.
baboon. Okay, loot bugs taking it, you can get it back easily just by running away. But baboon hawks, you have to fight tooth and nail.
I had to fight like a fucking barbarian for it.
But one of my favorite games personally, like I was saying earlier, it's not that old, but it's still kind of old. The Titanfall 2 campaign.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
That is
I
a really good
love
game.
it so much. Like I could play that like just over and over. I love it so much. BT is the best.
The goat.
The GOAT.
The goat.
But what do you, in your guys' opinion, what do you think is the best game of all time?
That's actually really hard.
Yeah.
There's lots. It's hard to name them.
I still have to think about mine too.
Ultra Kill is definitely up there though.
Yes.
I haven't played Ultra Kill that much.
Um to be honest, the best game of all time in my opinion, I think would have to be Halo Reach.
That's a pretty good one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
The customization is like nearly unrivaled.
Halo Reach is like one of those classic games that it's just fun every time you fucking play it.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, one of my favorite personal games from when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, I didn't have that many gaming consoles. Like I grew up on a GameCube, so and then I also had an Xbox 360. But one of my favorite games has to be the old Modern Warfare 3 campaign.
I like Modern Warfare 3.
That was a good one. That was like my high as a kid.
How do you guys feel about the Modern Warfare 3 reboot?
I haven't played much of it, but I don't really like with these new Modern Warfare games. I don't like how all the guns are like different names and like it's just not my style. Like I like everything being the right name. Like they have all these weird names for like
The
guns and then like
the reason why for that is because of copyright, believe it or not.
bro, they fucking you would think that they would be fine like these gun owners would be fine with it given that they've done this for over a decade.
I personally don't know the reason why, but when Modern Warfare 2019 came out, uh they changed the names because of some dispute, I think.
Hmm.
Ow. I hit my finger.
That's terrible. Like I
Uh
just personally it's not my type of game. Like I'm not saying anything about the graphics because I haven't played enough of that or seen enough of the graphics to really judge it on that, but the old like Warzone and all that, those are pretty good. I would say those are pretty good in my opinion.
Warzone was fun when it first came out, but it kind of fell off for me.
Did you
Uh
guys ever play the Halloween event, like the zombies and all that?
no.
Oh, they had a Halloween event where it was kind of like Fortnite reboot. So they had this thing where if you died, you would come back as a ghost, and you had to kill other people who were still alive to get souls. And then once you got all like I think it's like like 3 to 5 souls, then you could come back to living.
Huh.
But I thought that was personally pretty fun. Like I played that with my brother. It was pretty fun.
Uh Anyway, going back to what you said with like the graphics and stuff with Modern Warfare, like the newer ones. I
Hmm.
I love it, but I really hate how it bloats up the file size.
Yes.
Like Black Ops 6 isn't that going to be like half a terabyte?
Probably.
Cuz like
Given their past
Allegedly.
history with everything that's gonna be, it's probably gonna be close to that.
yeah, because it was like they announced texture streaming, which was a way to like negate the file size. And if if it was gonna be 500 basically without the textures, it's only being like sent to us from a fucking server. Imagine how big it was gonna be with textures.
Ooh.
Yeah, like could have been like nearly a whole fucking terabyte. Like
Just
that.
for a single Call of Duty game.
Yeah, it's so fucking bloated too. Like most games these days, except for exceptions like Cyberpunk or Space Marine 2, the games are just so bloated.
Cyberpunk was a really good game too.
I love Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk
was,
is only 66 gigs.
and especially, have you guys seen like the not so anime?
I don't think I have.
Uh,
Have you guys seen it?
yeah, I've seen it.
It's fucking
Wait,
it's pretty good.
there's a fucking car honking outside.
Oh, I can hear that. Yeah, is that fake? That
No,
sounds fake.
it's not fake. I literally hear it outside my fucking window. Like
Yeah, I
either
can hear it.
there's deer in my neighborhood, so either it touched the car or someone just tried to break into a vehicle.
Oh Jesus.
I live in
You
a
know that?
huh?
You live in a what?
I live in a fucking college town.
Makes sense. You know that robot from Robot Chicken that like dry humps the dryers and shit? Or the jukebox?
The only
No,
time I've watched Robot Chicken is like late nights when nothing else was on, when Family Guy turned off.
I've only seen like Star Wars sketches or the one with Halo in it. Like only through TikTok though.
Hmm.
When you talk, I can hear the faint car horn.
You want me to turn my gain up so that way it's just constant?
No, no, please, no.
The horn just stopped. You're lucky.
Okay, thank God. You know, one of
Do you guys have any
so,
other games that you would say is your favorite?
God of
Red Dead
War.
Redemption.
God of War,
That's a good one.
yes.
I finished playing God of War 2018 last month. Dude, best story game I have ever played. Honestly.
Yes. I need to get Ragnarok. It's on Steam now, so
Yeah, uh whenever I get money again, I'm gonna go ahead and get Ragnarok. Like I kind of
hell yeah.
have to because I want
Yeah,
to
you need to
finish the
fucking finish the
story.
story.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
I played Ragnarok on the PlayStation 5, but I want to play it on the PC.
See, I feel like what do you guys think of like the newer consoles? Like not like the old Xbox ones, but like
The
PlayStation
PS.
5, PlayStation
The,
coming out with PlayStation 5.
PlayStation
okay.
5 Pro is so fucking overpriced. I'd rather pay rent.
For real. I feel like when the PlayStation 5 came out, it was fucking a big thing in technology. But when like the controllers, those are sick. Like the like dual
Dual
sense
sense.
yeah.
The haptic feedback.
Yeah.
That stuff was
It
cool.
was
But
amazing.
when they come out with like they had good graphics. But what I'm trying to say is it's like I don't know. I feel like it's just overpriced bullshit, honestly.
I've been
Yeah,
hearing a
That's
lot of
my
good
opinion.
things about Astrobot.
What's
I
that?
I don't pay attention to Astrobot. I just know that people are saying it's good.
There was I had a PlayStation 5 for like 2 years until it killed itself. But over the time when I had it, it was really good.
Wait, I know I've talked about this so much with you guys, but have you guys played Infamous?
No.
Badman?
Infinite. That PlayStation game?
Yeah.
Oh, Infamous Second Son?
Yes.
Yes, I played it on my PS4. It
I
was really good.
love that game. Because my brother had a PS4, so I played that game. I was almost through the fucking story, but I never finished it, and I want to go back to it so bad because that was such a fun game to like. It was just such a fun game to go around and just mess around in and fucking defeat enemies, and it's just so fun.
It was one of the very first PS4 games I played.
Yes, I think one of the first PS4 games, like one of the games I played first. No, fuck it. One of the first PS4 games I played was Battlefront.
Oh, Star Wars Battlefront. That one's a good one.
I never played the original ones. I
I
looked at them.
played.
I didn't really like how they looked, but it definitely would have been fun
Oh, they
back
were
in the day.
fun. They were fun. They were hella fun.
I played the remakes though, the ones by EA.
Mm.
I had fun with those.
Yeah, I have Battlefront 2 in my library. I have yet to play more of it, and I've played it before. I know I have because I remember I used to just fucking change to Boba Fett all the time and like just snipe people with a jetpack and
Have y'all seen the Battlefront collection? The remastered
mm,
quote unquote original two games.
no, I don't think I have actually.
It's it was basically a fucking cash grab because EA went ahead and remade them, and I say that in air quotes because they were
Mm.
just ports of the original game, and that was it. The, and,
I
huh?
Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, hold on. Let me pull up the Steam store. I think they sell it on Steam. I'm not sure.
I would love if they would put like some kind of like I know they have PlayStation exclusives and Xbox exclusives, but let's be honest, all the Xbox games are on PC.
Oh yeah.
Some, well,
I'm
go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but yeah. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. It's the original two games ported onto PC. Uh, and it's sold for like $35. And I think the Act Man and like several other YouTubers uploaded about it. The game won't even launch still.
Damn.
So it was just a fucking scam.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like, I've always been an Xbox person. I've played PlayStation consoles in the past. I do like playing on PlayStation and their exclusives, but some of their stuff just it's just not. It's just not for me at least.
Have have either of you heard about Conquered?
I think I've heard of that name.
Badman?
Yes, I've heard of it. It was terrible from what I've heard.
It is terrible. Uh basically Overwatch. You know how that game was trendy like way back in 2016, almost 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
God, that was almost 10 years ago. Fuck.
yes, like 8 years ago. That's how long Overwatch has been out.
Jesus.
So what happened is hold on. I think let me search this up. Firewalk Studios, the developers for Conquered, for the past 8 years, they were funded by Sony because they wanted Sony wanted their own like flagship title that was also a
Hmm.
hero shooter. But the issue is like it was basically just a first draft given a fuckload of money.
Damn.
And there were I think you can find this kind of stuff on Twitter, but people who worked at Firewalk said like basically it was like you can't say no to anything. It was that kind of culture in the studio. So I'll send you the photo. I'll send it to both of you. This is basically what the fucking character designs look like.
Hmm.
So it was like a mix of Star Wars
Yeah.
and fucking Guardians of the
Overwatch.
Galaxy.
Hmm.
Judging from the gameplay I've seen of it, it looks like Overwatch.
It it looks fun to play. It looked fun to play. Correction. Because like the character design and the fact that it died like faster than the lifespan of a literal mosquito.
Or a fly.
Hold on, like
Why his life is like 30 days?
yeah, like Concord only lasted 2 weeks because it was such a gigantic flop. It had a budget of like 400 million
Jesus.
and it
Sony
only
lost a
had
lot.
sold for $40. $40. Okay? Not
Hmm.
even 1,000 people played the game.
Yeah.
I never heard of it until it died.
Those are the type of games like you need to like all these new games that are up and even the games that have been out for a while now, they all start with like early access betas. Like try and do that, like come up with a concept before putting fucking 400 million into a game and expecting people to play it immediately.
That's what Fortnite Battle Royale did. Is they put out an early access thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what a lot of games did. Like, I'm pretty sure. I think I could be wrong, but I think In Silence is still in early access,
And
it
Ultra
seems
Kill.
like
Ultra
that.
Kill is still being developed.
Yeah.
and that game was like heavily popular with a lot of big YouTubers,
Honestly,
It's
and
also
huh,
it's
uh,
still popular with us. So
the only
it's also
thing
funny as shit.
the only
yeah,
thing that I'm like really happy about is that Space Marine 2 at the very least was like one of the only good games to come out content complete.
yes, that's true.
Because
Like,
huh?
sorry, I was gonna say like a bunch of like big companies like Sony. Like, it's fine if you come out with like full content release games, but just try and have some kind of concept trying to put out like I get they put out trailers already and shit, but try and like I don't know, make some better marketing decisions or put some better like original shit in it.
Honestly, just in my opinion, just like don't be so out of touch. Like most AAA studios I've noticed just want to please investors rather than the actual fan base that they're catering to. Like EA had a conference a while ago and they're thinking about putting AI into the process of game development.
That's oh my god, no.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's just gonna kill their company.
It was this presentation shown only to investors, and because AI currently is like the biggest bubble right now, it gave them money as if they were selling fucking hotcakes.
Yeah. Like
And so
I love this Sony fucking Sony games, but a lot of their stuff just it just doesn't like add up to much. Like I love Spider-Man, I love God of War, but like I get having exclusives, but like instead of having those go to other consoles, have them go to PC. Like, I want to fucking play the new Spider-Man, but I don't want to wait another fucking 5 years.
Games, but no games.
Yeah, like
also
the go ahead.
the Spider-Man 2 it sold for $80 when it came out.
Yeah,
No.
Well, for me at least in Canada. Canada is like the worst nightmare right now for me because prices are rising.
yeah, that's probably like $60.
And
Like,
as quoted by my mom, I don't know how much longer we're gonna last here.
yeah, I all these new games, like I get inflation and all that, but still, all these like games in the old days, they fucking come out, they'd be probably like 40 to $50. Now they're coming out and even if they're not coming out and they're like fucking 13 years old like Red Dead 1, they're selling 60 to 70 even to $80.
I remember the price I got it for. I got it for $40 when it first came out when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's dumb. Like at this point, I'd rather get the game like from somebody who's already just fucking downloaded the whole thing, just fucking just Steam ripped it or whatever.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking at the front page of my store right now on Steam. Every game I'm looking at is either $70 or 100,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
I got a game story from here. This was from last year, actually.
Ooh, okay.
Cuz like I
I
don't go ahead, sorry, I interrupted again. I'm fucking
I
spacing off.
was
You're good.
it's all right. I was charged $100 for a copy of Dead Island 2 for the PlayStation 5.
I fucking hate Dead Island.
Oh.
I wanted to check out Dead Island 2 because I've been hearing so many good things about it, and then when I played through it, I started to get bored.
Yeah,
You know what?
I've never played Dead Island 2, but I was always like, as a kid, I wasn't really into zombie games as much because I was fucking a kid. I was afraid of zombies. But the trailer looked sick.
If you
But
want
go
a
on, I'm
good
sorry.
if you want a good zombie experience, go play Dying Light or something.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Dying Light 1 and
that's
2 are peak.
And
that's
then
what
there
I've seen videos on them. There's just like it looks so fun. Like I like those open world, just do whatever the fuck and still do missions type of shit. That's the type of games I want. That's the type
Real.
of
also
games I like.
Dying Light games are not even charged above $50. You're charged below 50.
Yeah,
Isn't there
And
gonna be
those
also,
are
another Dying Light game?
Dying Light: The Beast, Kyle Crane is returning, the protagonist from Dying Light 1.
Oh shit.
ooh.
Also, Techland caters to their fans instead of investors
Based.
because
Yeah,
they care more about their fan base.
those are the type of like companies and shit that actually like I get that Sony they're all fucking like popular. They're making all these games. They're partnered with fucking they pretty much own fucking Spider-Man and but they still come out with these pretty good to okay games and sell them for really expensive. And then you have companies that made Dead Island 2 and Dead Island 1.
Dead
They
Island
come
1
out
was
with
made
these
by
amazing games, open world, and sell them for pretty fair price.
Dead Island 2 wasn't made by Techland, though that's why there's no love in it.
I'm not surprised.
Dead Island 1 was, however, made by Techland. There was a lot of love into that game. You see, Techland, they put thought into their games. They take time with it.
Yes.
It's the only bad thing about it is it's sometimes the fans get impatient, and that's why they prolong the release because they want to work on it. Here, Dead Eye. Okay, not Dead Eye. Dying Light: The Beast is a spin-off, but still a Techland game, which is amazing.
Hmm.
Dying Light: The Beast is supposed to be a Dying Light 2 DLC, but not really. It's its own separate thing.
What the fuck? Gorilla Tag's on my front page and it's being sold for $20.
I would not pay. I would not pay a dime for Gorilla Tag.
Wasn't that fucking free on the Oculus?
Yeah, but
Yes, it's free on.
they closed out Apple Labs because free games not fun, not profitable.
So stupid.
Also, Gorilla Tag is toxic.
Dude,
Gorilla Tag is just it's basically just Roblox, man. It's just a bunch of kids fucking running around thinking they're funny and then
the
like
last the last time I played Gorilla Tag, some 5-year-old came up to me speaking in basically fucking brain rot as if it was a separate language and then screamed the N-word at me and then left. And I don't mean left as in left the game. I mean he just ran off to another direction to yell at another kid.
yeah. I I tried playing Gorilla Tag when it was popular and I I didn't like it that much because I don't like those type of movement games where you have to actually fucking you have to move your hands and shit to get around and it's just so
Hiring.
it's too much. Yeah. I just don't like it that much. Not my thing.
Oh my god, the Silent Hill 2 remake is also $70.
I heard it was really good though.
Yeah, I'm looking at screenshots right now. It looks really good.
You want to know one game and then with the same community that I really love?
What?
The Lethal Company community. I really like the community. They make such good mods.
Yeah.
Like, remember that one Leaf Company mod we had where it made the ship malfunction and it would take us to random planets?
Yeah.
That one is actually a really well developed mod.
Um. What was it? I like uh video game communities. It brings a lot of people together. Uh, but if there's one thing I despise, it's the Halo community.
That's what we're
Or
gonna say the FNAF community for a second.
oh no, not the FNAF community. They're kind of cool, but
Like I've seen the good side of them, but I've heard of the bad side, and it's just like awful.
um with the Halo community, there's been like this tweet that's trending. Like you guys know about how Halo is being moved to Unreal Engine 5, right?
Yes.
Chinchi, do you know that too?
Yeah.
So this person decided to go ahead and use like two separate images together. Uh I'll send in a screenshot, but it's like comparing the old Master Chief from like 2001 compared like next to the remake of the one that 343, which renamed itself recently to Halo Studios.
Hmm.
And it she's basically saying a man versus a woman's body. Like I sent you both a screenshot.
It's just angled a different way. I don't really see a change.
Yeah, I don't see a change either, and I think it's very fucking biased because like armor when stacked onto your body is gonna be round.
Yeah.
And I feel like the two brain cells in the Halo community's mind, like the collective consciousness did not correlate that. Because uh if you look in games like Halo 4, 5, and even 2 and 3, you can see like round parts on the Master Chief's armor that would give him like the same outline that you see on the Unreal Engine 5 render. Anyway, in conclusion, going by her standards, Steve is clearly the manliest character in all of gaming. No roundness whatsoever.
Sorry, my mic cut out.
Oh,
Or my headphones, sorry.
Yeah.
you're fine.
You're good.
Okay.
Dude,
Manliest. Wait, who's the manliest character again? Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Steve from Minecraft. Manliest
Agreed.
character because there's no curves, no nothing feminine. So like
Minecraft.
according to her standards, Steve is is the manliest character.
Minecraft is one of the greatest video games ever.
My childhood.
For real, I first played it on the Xbox 360 and was hooked ever since.
I used to be overly scared about a lot of things, and the first part was like,
Hero Brian?
yeah, that and the fucking Ender Dragon. I got nightmares from both of them.
You know what I got nightmares from? The cave noises.
Cave noises were creepy, but like, I
I was
barely ever
told that
heard them.
I was told the cave noises indicate it. Oh my god, it is late.
Indicate.
Indicated Hero Brian's arrival, and that's why I always got scared of the cave noises.
Oh my god. I
I
remember. I remember building like one of those fucking structures that quote unquote summon Hero Brian. I
gold blocks.
yeah, like netherrack, mossy cobblestone, some gold blocks, and torches. And then, like, you place them in a certain way, and then you light the netherrack on top. and apparently that summons Herobrine into your game.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that clip of the guy? It might have been a mod or not, but there's a guy playing VR Minecraft, and he was like streaming on Twitch or something like that, and the chat told him to look behind him. He looks behind him. There's just glowing eyes in the distance,
I'd shit
and
myself.
yeah, he thought he's like, should I look at him? Like whenever I point my hand over there, that's where the cursor is. Whenever I point my hand at him, that'll be technically triggering him. So he pointed his hand over there, and immediately Herobrine just fucking teleported to him and just fucking scared the absolute living shit out of him. Like, Herobrine is always just gonna be one of those fucking things. Like,
But
it could be the stupidest shit, but it's always gonna be so scary.
Have y'all seen like the horror mods that are in Minecraft nowadays?
Yes.
the fucking cave dweller, I hate that thing.
Um, I see that thing on Instagram Reels now. It's making a small resurgence in my feed, and God, I never want to get that mod.
It can, you know how 1x1 blocks look, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how you place block. You know how you can only go like it has to be like 2 blocks high. That thing can crawl through holes that are 1 block high. It
I'm good.
also it also stalks you from a distance too.
All right, where's
Like
my uninstall button?
how you know when it's coming? Like you'll hear lightning, like you'll hear thunder in the distance, and that message will pop up on your screen that there are monsters nearby. You cannot sleep.
No,
And then you
ew.
hear like a demonic roar, and then that's when he comes out of the forest or wherever he's coming from.
Okay, I
That sounds
know
like
I've sent you guys this video a while ago. I know I'm sorry I'm getting off topic, but um I know I sent you guys this video a while ago, but those fucking custom sounds in Minecraft.
Oh, you know those.
Yeah, the custom sounds in Minecraft, they're just make it so much more funnier. But go ahead, sorry.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. I fucking cut you off. My bad.
Nah, you're good.
We have remember that Lethal Company mod we have where it brings in Herobrine?
Yeah.
When I first saw that mod, I installed it because I thought it was just going to be like a suit mod or something.
Yeah.
And when I saw Herobrine down the hallway of the facility, I had the shell shock face.
Yeah, it plays
Thousand
the
yard
fucking
stare.
sounds too.
The Minecraft cave noises, and then he shoots fire at you, and then you're like, ow!
No, the
And then,
scariest part though is it knows your Minecraft name and it'll come
and your
at you in
skin.
your skin.
Yeah, how the fuck did it do that? Like, Badman
I
can attest to
have no
this.
idea.
Like, I was screaming because my own fucking persona was chasing me down the ship.
It's so scary. I always use like a e-boy fucking Minecraft skin, just something to fucking that's I don't know, dark and
Mine's
shady or
a
whatever.
mine's
But
a skeleton wearing armor.
oh my, when I see that shit fucking just running at me from down the hall, it's just so terrifying. Like what the fuck? How does it know?
This thing from my point of view, when Universe died in the ship from his own persona, you should have heard the way I screamed when I saw his Minecraft skin on the ground.
Bro, you screamed like a girl when you did that.
And what, like, you know what's creepy about the Herobrine mod? He said my Xbox name, my gamer tag,
Huh?
and my Minecraft skin showed up and killed me when I first played that mod.
Dude, for me, he never name dropped anything. He just said that he's gonna come for you because I was in the ship and I was getting too comfortable or something like that.
It's very rare that he doesn't name drop. That's only if your Xbox account is connected to your computer.
Mine is. So why the fuck didn't he mention me?
That's that's a good question.
I feel
I
left
think
out now.
maybe he only does it when you're alone because this wasn't a solo game. Also, there's a couple other mods relating to childhood horrors. Slenderman,
Oh god.
Slenderman.
the faceless stalker.
Yes.
Remember when we were in the facility with our friend?
Re- uh, I think that was when I wasn't there. But do you guys remember in Psych Sanctum when Slenderman decided to run up to you guys, and then like I sat in the corner and he just
Yeah, because
fucking
he was
ignored
going
me?
after me.
It's like
Like
I
when I was
never existed or something. I was laughing so hard you could have heard it.
when I
Yeah,
was
because
there, he's like,
that
"Shit!"
was at the same time that I was like going insane. Remember, I was asking you guys because I heard sounds, and I think that's what it was. It's that fucking. It's just
Excuse me.
fucking. It's
When I
just
was
fucking the
running,
faceless stalker coming after me. Go
when
ahead.
we were running down the hallway, I was going to scream, "Chi-Chi, look out!" And that's when I saw your corpse fly past me. And then I screamed like a girl and ran out of the facility. And then when I ran back in, I see him right there. So I run back out. And that's when I almost got eaten by that dog.
Yeah, did you guys hear me fucking gasp?
Yeah, you're like, and then you blew, like your head popped
Biggest
off or
fucking
something.
gasp I ever heard in my life. You
Well, yeah, I
consumed
had a
like
fucking.
half of the Earth's atmosphere when you did it.
I had my fucking childhood terror chasing after me in a fucking asylum. You better believe I was fucking scared.
The Psych Sanctum Asylum is common. Like, it's common for the ghost girl to spawn in pairs.
Yes, me and Universe fucking. He saw 3 of them, and I saw 4 of them. It was in Black Mesa though.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that happened shortly after I died. When when like, Badman saw this, he was walking out, but I didn't fucking notice him. There were like 3, 4 ghost girls after me, and I kept running around saying, "No, no, don't fucking touch me! Get the fuck away from me!" And then like I tried going onto the ladder, like on the side of the ship, so that way I could, get away. And I like the next thing Badman sees, and I only noticed him after I died. It it was when my
your head just
head,
came off.
yeah, my head exploded, and I was mid screaming, "Get the fuck away from me!"
And then,
Christ.
like, after that, were we with our. No, it was just us, right?
Yeah. No, we had Sky. Yeah, we had Sky with us.
Yeah, we had Sky.
Yeah,
How
Sky.
long have we been going on for?
We've been yapping for an hour and a half.
Christ.
Remember when Sky said she could outrun the man-eater? She's like, I could outrun it.
Yeah,
She
she
comes
went in.
back.
Because me and Markenna went in the fucking in the entrance, and the fucking man eater was just there and ate both of us.
I can outrun the man eater.
Yeah, and Sky's like,
Remember?
I'm gonna go back in. I was like, we were like yelling at her, don't go in, don't go in.
Oh,
It's gonna fucking eat you as soon as you go in. She's like, no, I'm pretty sure I can outrun him. We're
remember
like,
when
all
we
right, let's see you fucking try. And she fucking died.
remember on the fart zone? Remember when she was running away from Slenderman?
What?
Yes.
Or was that the SCP-096?
I think
Well,
that might have been the SCP.
was I even
Yeah,
there for this?
no, this was like back in March.
Oh, then yeah, I wasn't even there at all.
This is when we first started playing. Since you remember we were with Shroomy?
Yes.
Who else? We were with Shroomy and Sky. I remember you saying you needed to go back for something because it was like worth 263.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. As you were going back, I was wondering what was taking you so long, and when I went over the hill, all I heard was 096's scream, and then I didn't even get the chance to react, and I died.
Yeah. It's not. It's a
And then
very
when,
fun game.
and then when Shirley went to go recover the corpse, he missed the ladder and fell to his death.
Oh my god, remember when I tried to jump the gap in that Black Mesa map and then like I fell through somehow?
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
I
thrown.
don't know
Remember
if
when
I
you
do
got
remember
thrown
that.
out of bounds
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
by that
Right.
Me
first
and
giant thing?
driftwood.
Universe were just on the bottom.
Driftwood's-
Me and Universe were just chilling on the bottom, and you guys
And there's
left
my
us.
corpse. The first time I died, Universe fell my
Yeah, and it
corpse
was just
under the
Sky
map.
and the fucking on the top. We were just on the bottom. It was just like, oh, hey man.
Remember the time we first ever started playing Lethal Company? Remember when I was saying that the Jester couldn't follow us and then it just popped outside?
Yeah, that was a mod though, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a mod that we had on Nate's mod pack.
Yeah.
Remember when Nate was wondering what the fuck we were doing? From what I remember Nate telling me saying the only thing he saw was my corpse fall off of the Titan platform
Oh yikes.
because I jumped off. I was like, "Fuck this!" And then all I heard was Chinchi's scream. We have a Freebird Jester. Chinchi,
Hmm.
remember when it was just me and you playing Lethal Company that one night?
Maybe.
This was before Sky joined us. This was like around when I
I
first met her.
think so. Yeah.
Remember when we were on Aquatis?
Yeah.
Remember the sewers interior? Remember when you said you could make that jump? Ended up stepping on an airborne landmine and went flying into the ceiling.
I'm like,
Oh
oh yeah, I can make
god.
that. I can make that easy.
That one time in the pool rooms when Chinchi pushed down Sky into the water.
It's
Yeah,
like, what
because
happened?
you fucking jumped in, or I don't even know what happened. We just heard you fucking screaming, and I looked down. You're just
I
down there.
I fell down and I had her knife because I wanted to fuck with her. And the reason
Hmm.
why I was screaming is because I realized I'm drowning and oh fuck, I have her knife. She's gonna be pissed. So, it was already too late. So I just said, "Ah, I'm drowning, guys. I'm over here. I'm drowning. Grab my body if you can." And then that's when I died. And
Your
then
corpse didn't float up though.
yeah, it didn't
Yeah,
for
she was
some reason.
looking down at you. She was looking down at you, and you can kind of push people in the Lethal Company when you like go near them.
The
So I
models
was
can
just
collide with
behind
each
her.
other.
Yeah, she was like looking over the edge, like right on the edge. So I started pushing her slowly, and then she fell down. She was so pissed.
Remember when we were in Psych Centum and you stepped on the landmine and ended up killing Universe?
Oh my!
That'll forever scar him. We were in Psych Sanctum. I fucking
I'm
ran forward.
All I
I
heard
was
was the
like,
fart reverb.
yeah, because we were in there, and I
I
said, "Ah, the Psych Sanctum where I belong," and
I
fucking ran forward
fucking
and killed him.
I fucking laughed so hard when that happened, but I was also so shocked because like I ran past it just like you, and I was the one that died.
Yeah,
It
I
was
was like, how did I not die? And I really would love to see you guys' point of view from that because from my point of view, it was just like I ran across it, I heard the explosion, I looked back, it's just smoke, and then I say, I'm alive.
remember that
Dude,
time when we had that.
huh?
Oh, you go first. Sorry.
All right. So when I saw it from your third person perspective, Chinchi. Badman immediately glanced over at my corpse and like he just stared at it. And when you turned around to say that you were alive, you didn't even notice my corpse laying off to your
Yeah,
left.
because I was running forward and there was something blocking your corpse, and then I turned around the corner, I just see you laying there.
Yeah, then that's when I laughed my ass off because that's when you guys were.
Oh,
Uh,
like
Remember that time when we had that auto ship mod? Remember when we had a good haul and then the pipe pushed us off the ship?
Yes.
I
do
genuinely
remember that,
hate the game for that.
I was so shocked. I was like, we got a good haul, let's go to the company. I was like, no! And then we got pushed off. The silence was loud.
We have a lot of fucking crazy ass shit that we've done with gaming over the years.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like
been a year,
For
right?
real.
I mean, at least for me and Badbin, but
more than a year,
Yeah, we've
honestly.
been. For me and Shinchi, we've been friends since last November.
yeah. Because I originally met Mr. Anime Gamer on GTA 5, which is fucking crazy. Because I remember he was modding GTA, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He's going 300 miles an hour. Then I just started hanging out with him, and then I met you guys. That could be a good topic, but we probably have to do it a different day. We're kind
Ye-
of we're,
Yeah.
we're running on like an hour and 45 here.
Yeah, we're at 146.
Oh shit, I almost guessed it. But yeah, we should
Well,
probably end it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should end
I
it
think
here.
this is a good stopping point.
Yeah, we talked about a lot, fucking shared a lot about ourselves.
Yep. And we only covered
Um,
like let me see.
Gaming topics, craziest stories. We could add craziest gaming stories into it because we had a lot of crazy moments.
Yeah, our
yeah,
craziest stories and then favorite video games and then like the general umbrella of video games.
I'll put a check mark under our craziest stories so
And
we
then
don't get confused.
also pricing
Um,
too for games. We talked about a little.
yeah.
Then I'll do this. All right. Well, uh I assume this is the end of episode 1.
Yeah, this
Yep.
is the end.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of Sorry It's Late podcast. Um, well, hope you guys liked it. Please leave a like or something. I am
Thank you for
Chinchi.
watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching or listening. Um, my name is Chinchi. That's Universe and Badman, and yeah, have a good whatever time it is for you.
Thank you for tolerating our fucking yapping.